Habits. A big title, isn't it? How many times have you woken up, grabbed your phone without thinking, and suddenly 30 minutes were gone? How many times did you say, "Today I'm going to be productive," and by the end of the day, you felt like you did literally nothing? Here's the truth: it's not because you're lazy, it's not because you lack discipline. The real issue is something called habits. Habits quietly control how your day goes, how focused you are, and even where you will end up in a year or 5 years from now. And here's the scary part: about 95% of what you do every day is automatic, without conscious thinking. So if your autopilot is filled with scrolling, procrastination, and repeating the same mistakes, it makes sense to feel stuck. In this video, we're going to break down what habits really are, why they have so much power over us, and how you can replace bad habits with better ones, not with empty motivation, but with real, practical change. Habits are patterns we repeat without much thought. They work like this: sign, behavior, then reward. The sign triggers your brain, the behavior is what you do, and the reward is what makes your brain want to repeat it. As I mentioned, most of what we do every day, about 95% of our behavior, is automatic and unconscious, which means habits really shape our lives. So your current habits are like invisible forces guiding your future, good or bad. Think about things like grabbing your phone is the first thing you do in the morning, smoking, of course, not everyone, eating out of boredom, watching Instagram reels late at night, and brushing your teeth after each meal. These are habits, automatic reactions that happens without big decisions. Why you need to replace bad habits? If you try to stop a bad habit without replacing it with something useful, you will end up doing nothing at all, and your brain will want to go back to the old habit, which is bad. It's like trying to stop a loop without giving your brain a new track to play. So don't just stop, replace. For example, instead of picking up your phone for an hour first thing in the morning, do some exercise, read, journal, or get ahead on homework. Your day starts differently and more predictably. How to build a new habit that actually sticks. First, set a clear goal. Without a goal, habits are just random routines. For example, if your goal is to learn French, then make a habit like, "I will practice French for 30 minutes every day." Small, consistent habits are the real drivers of achievement. Motivation as fuel. Motivation helps you keep going. You now can create a vision board or goal list for your month or year, put images or words that remind you why are you doing your habits. That keeps you focused and inspired. Common mistakes that make habits fail. Some typical mistakes people make: setting goals without linking them to daily habits, choosing unrealistic routines, like working out 3 hours every day, which makes you tired and discouraged, not placing a bad habit with a new one, caring too much about what negative people say. They are just saying an opinion, not a fact, so just don't care and don't let their empty thoughts seep into your mind. Not being satisfied with where you are and doing nothing about it. Not sticking with the new habits. Consistency is more important than perfection. So, to sum everything up, habits are the secret engine of your life. Your brain runs on patterns, and what you repeat daily eventually becomes who you are. If you want growth in health, learning, fitness, anything, focus on habits, not just goals. Start small, replace bad habits with helpful ones, know your reasons, and remember, change doesn't happen overnight, but consistency builds real transformation. Please share your opinion in the comments and don't forget to subscribe. And